Hi, welcome back to the garden. I wanted to share with you what I've been doing the past couple of days. One thing is I've been cutting back all of my done tulips, but remember when you cut back tulips, you need to leave many of the green leaves until they start to go brown because they feed the bulbs for next year. So I've been doing that. I also was planting some of my annuals and the rest of my winter sowed seeds. And if you have followed me on Facebook, you know that I posted a picture of about 40 milk jugs during the winter that were on my back porch. Let me grab one. So this is how they turned out. Some were more fruitful than others, and I'll probably talk about winter sowing later in the year. But as you can see, these are some of my cosmos, and I probably had about, I don't know, 30 to 40 different seed varieties, both annuals, perennials, and vegetables for eating. And anyway, I've been planting the rest of those seedlings and they did pretty well. And I also went shopping and I went to this nursery up in Layton and I came across this really cool moss tray. Let me grab that too. Look how cool this tray is. And wrapped these twigs around it. But I thought they had them, they were trying to get rid of them, so I actually bargained with the salesperson because she wanted to get them off her hands. And for those of you who know my dad, you would say he would be very proud. But I just thought, for the wedding, I could do so much with those. I could actually I could add some fresh flowers and put a cookie tray in there and have it sitting on, or I can set it on top of a pot and put a display on it for a picture or something. But I thought these were so cool. Aren't those cool? And she was willing to haggle for me to take them off her hands, and also the twigs. So I feel like I scored. And the other thing I came across this week was this bottle sprayer. I think it's made by Centurion. I got it on Amazon. But in case you don't know, I have rheumatoid arthritis. And so any type of repetition action on my hands, on my feet, on my knees, it can get really painful and they swell. This is a battery operated sprayer, so I don't have to do the spraying action anymore. So this is really going to come in handy with spraying for aphids, or if I have to do any poison for weeds or something. So I would suggest you get one of these. And then the last thing I wanted to show you is some of my larkspur seeds that I just scattered into the garden. And they've now started to germinate all over the place. And I love larkspur. And I think larkspur with roses are such a great combination. And so let me show you those. So you can see that they're coming up right here. And these I just tossed willy-nilly in the soil. And I have them kind of throughout my garden beds. So that will be fun to watch bloom. There's a little clump right there. I'll probably thin them out a little bit and maybe move some, but they're right next to my roses, so that will be a fun combination. In this back part of our property, I made a cutting garden. And so the tulips are about done, but look how beautiful these anemones are. So gorgeous. They'll make a great bouquet. And I have stock, I have my cosmos seedlings and snapdragons, and of course roses, because I love roses, but I have foxglove, and my tulips are getting done. But you can also see the little ranunculus coming up. There are my sweet pea seedlings that I started with the winter sowing. And then I have all of my dahlias ready to come up. And special shout out to my daughter-in-law's mom, who brought me some cafe au lait dahlias, so I can't wait for those to bloom. But you can see the ranunculus along the borders, so those will bloom soon. So I'm really excited for the cutting garden to get going. So that's what I've been doing the past couple of days, and I thought it would be fun to have a flower arrangement of the day from the yard. So today's is lilacs from some of my lilac bushes and the last of my purple tulips. It's my favorite color, and I absolutely adore lilacs, and it smells divine. So I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and thanks for watching. Oh, and if you have a question for me, feel free to submit in the comments. I would love to answer any of your questions. Thanks.